In chapter 3060, Carrie's turmoil deepens as she struggles with her precarious situation and strained relationships. She is distressed and disheartened after receiving a $5,000 transfer from her brother Trenton, meant to cover what she described as minor surgery. This amount, while generous by ordinary standards, falls far short of her expectations and needs, fueling her frustration and sense of betrayal. She is resentful and angry, feeling that Trenton's contribution is insufficient compared to his perceived wealth and the vast fortune of their family. Her sense of injustice is compounded by the belief that her second uncle left significant assets to Cameron, her half sister, whom she feels wronged her. She speculates that the Newman family's estate is worth around 1 billion, and she believes she is entitled to a substantial share considering the family's past wealth and the assets Cameron might have inherited. Despite this, Trenton's response to her demands for more money is blunt and unsympathetic. He reiterates that he can only provide $10,000 a month for living expenses, as per their parents' instructions, and suggests that she should find other ways to support herself. Trenton's refusal to acquiesce to her demands and his continued support for Cameron evoke a strong reaction from Carrie, who feels increasingly alienated and resentful. Her anger spills over in a series of messages to Trenton, in which she accuses him of being stingy and unfair. She blames Cameron for influencing him and perceives this as a betrayal of family loyalty. She feels that her past grievances and hardships are overlooked, leading her to believe that Cameron has somehow manipulated Trenton into ignoring her. This sense of betrayal and frustration drives her to berate Trenton, highlighting her deep seated resentment towards both him and Cameron. However, Trenton is skeptical of her claims and motives. He begins to suspect that she might be exaggerating her situation to extract more money from him. His skepticism is fueled by his awareness of her history of causing trouble and her contentious relationship with Cameron. He reflects on how she has always been willful and how her past actions against Cameron may have led to her current predicament. His doubts are exacerbated by her demands and the inconsistency between her claims and her behavior. Feeling abandoned and unsupported, her distress grows. Her emotional state deteriorates as she grapples with feelings of loneliness and helplessness. She begins to question whether it is worth continuing with her pregnancy. She feels trapped by her circumstances and the expectations placed upon her by Mr. Lab, who is pressuring her to terminate the pregnancy. She resents her dependency on him and feels powerless in the face of his control. In the midst of her turmoil, her reflections on her past reveal a deeper sense of betrayal. She blames Cameron and the circumstances surrounding her family's downfall for her current plight. Her resentment is not only directed at her siblings, but also at the broader situation that she feels has left her without support and direction.